So if it's not the Yankees, who in the American League besides the Astros could make a run to get to the play or get to the World Series?
This is a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap.
Are you asking who might be a problem?
Yes. Do not say Seattle. I'm not hearing that anymore. Because I was heard that Seattle was a problem.
Seattle.
No, there's no way.
Dude.
No. Dez, you've been saying it for like a year and a half, brother, and it's just not happening yet.
No problem.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Beyond the Diamond Podcast here on the Apollo Podcast Network. ApolloDez, Brian LaLima here with you. Follow us on Twitter at BLima790, at ApolloDez, and of course at ApolloHOU. Dez is in studio. I'm on location. Dez, let's get right into it, man. The Astros, they are 72-41, and the lineup was just posted as they get ready to take on the Oakland Athletics. Continuing on in the series, we're in August, and people are in shambles because Trey Mancini's not playing. You don't have – Jordan didn't play yesterday. I mean, 72 wins are on pace for 103 or 104 wins, and we don't know how to act.
Yeah, winning's fun. I guess not in the dog days of summer. So here we are. It's I mean, there's some tangible things to be upset about, but not enough to like make a mountain out of a molehill, and that's kind of where we are. On
nice
like
mountain
that?
out of a molehill.
Mountain
I
out
like
of a molehill.
that.
That's
starting out
wherewithal,
hot.
The wherewithal. And so I don't know. I mean, I would like to see Trey in there more. I like to see Vasquez in there more, but we're the best team in the American League, so plug and play. As long as the locker room's good and happy, and you've kind of told these guys what the game plan is, and it's not just they're taken back every time the lineup's posted. If they know, like, hey, this is the game plan going into the week, then I'm totally okay with it. But we won't know that because we're not inside the locker room.
So here's the lineup today. And again, we're recording this on Friday. So it's Altuve, Gurriel, Alvarez, Bregman, Tucker, Diaz, Pena, Vasquez, Dubon, on the mound, Luis Garcia. This was tweeted by the official Astros Twitter account. And if you scroll through these comments, all right, yeah, you want to hear one?
The Fire Take Friday?
Yeah, here's one. Dusty is the worst manager ever.
Oh.
I swear Dusty is trying to lose these games. Oh, here's a good one. Please fire Dusty. Please fire Dusty and get AJ back. I'm sorry, but Dusty doesn't know how to put a dominant lineup. I like Yuli, but Mancini needs to start. Oh, good God.
I got one that wanted to start a riot at Minute Maid Park.
What? Let's hear it.
Someone said, at this point, we need to start rioting, not just on social media. We need to at least do something at Minute Maid Park. That was in my mention. So I don't know if I'm now guilty. Did I instigate a riot? Can HPD come after me?
Are you inciting a riot?
I don't know. It's underneath my tweet. So if so facto, I think I started a riot when I just said play Trey.
Wow. I mean,
the people are angry. The people are upset.
Best record in the AL.
The best record in the American League.
They're up 11. They're up 11 games on the Mariners.
This is a mountain out of a molehill. Put that on a stamp and just put that right there.
It's because there's nothing else to.
There's nothing else to be angry about. We're just trying to find reasons to be angry, and that's what's wrong with the internet. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy this ride. We can try out a lineup with me, you, Josh, Noah, and Garrett, and we probably could win a game.
I go 1 for 5.
I like that. What would you go, producer Josh? What would you go?
I go 1 for 5.
1 for 5. Okay, you getting a little base knock, or
that's cute that he thinks we're gonna put him at the top of the lineup where he's gonna get 5 at bats.
No, we're gonna score like 11 runs. So
that's true. That's true. But no, there's nothing. Why are we getting angry? The internet. Gosh.
Yeah,
I understand. I understand. Maybe Dubon playing all these games in center, that kind of has me a little jazzed up, but whatever.
Right. I think with center field, look, Jake Myers isn't getting it done this year.
He's still hurt.
Right. Yeah. Still nursing. And whether he's nursing it or whatever's going on with the shoulder, mentally, he's still not all there. And James Click talked about it. Dusty talked about it. Dusty even said that he wanted Jake Myers to get more at-bats in AAA after he got done with his rehab stint. So there it is. Jake Myers is not going to get it done this year. Okay, so then you got Chas McCormick.
Jake Myers is totally hitting a walk-off home run now in the playoffs.
Chas McCormick hits well against lefties, yet we don't see him in the lineup against lefties. Okay, so you can be frustrated about that. That is kind of weird.
That's weird.
You can be a little frustrated about that. Dubon, getting a lot of playing time here as of late. I mean, look, I'm not on that level as far as Dusty Baker is. You know, he's been a manager for I don't know how many years. Josh, can you look up how long his career has been? Yeah, it's over 20 seasons. I don't have that credential, so I'm not going to question a lineup. It is frustrating at times. I would like to see Trey Mancini get a lot more playing time and more at-bats, especially here we are in it's August 12th, and we're getting ready to get into September. And then next thing you know, October is going to be here. It'll be his first playoff experience. So, yeah, of course, I would like to see Mancini get more at-bats. And then I would like to see Jeremy Pena struggling as of late. Why not give him a day off and let Aledmys Diaz play short? Let him decompress. Let the rookie. He hit a wall. And he's a rookie. Like, we knew it was coming at some point. Right?
Yeah, he's never played this amount of games ever. So, like, yeah. I don't know. At the end of the day, like, this team is built so well and so good that we are allowed to have these conversations and arguments on the internet because of how well this team is and built. Like, it'd be a different story if we were only up a game and a half and we were flirting with 500 and like, oh shit, like, is the playoffs out of the picture? But the reality is we're coasting right now. You have house money to get cute. And I think that's where we're kind of in right now. Like, if this is happening in late September, then I'll be worried. But I don't think it's going to happen in late September like this. I think we'll have a set lineup by September 10th, 11th, 12th. And that's what you'll see going into the ALDS.
Yeah, you made it.
Quick
yeah,
note.
Go for it.
Dusty Baker started his managerial career in 1993 when I was born. So he has managed, this is his 25th season managing, but he's been managing since 1993.
It's good math.
I was going to get there.
That's good math. I think one thing that you brought up is it would be different if, you know, we were only up a game. Astros are up just a game or two, you know, but we as a fan base don't know what that's like. Like, we don't know what a tight division race is like. And that's
outside of 2020. Yeah. It's
right.
been smooth sailings, and in the sense of like this, you can try and do different things. I think there's a little bit of recency bias that you made these trades a couple of weeks ago and they're not playing as much as they should. And that's a fair argument. But then again, we're still the number one team in the American League. It's these guys were brought in for depth and to give these guys, you know, Mancini can play left, he can play first, he can play DH. Obviously, Vasquez is there to spell Maldi, but there's a reason why we're first in the American League to begin with. So, like, I get it. I tweeted, I was like, play Trey. I would like to see Mancini get more bats, and that's not saying to play Trey over Yuli. It's, I don't know why Dubon's getting all these center field starts. He's a guy in itself that could be a utility guy and play everywhere, but there's something weird with Chas not playing center field. Chas is capable of playing center field. That then frees up Mancini playing, and like then we're not having this conversation and arguments on the internet. So it's not a Yuli thing. It's not a Mancini's not good enough to play the outfield thing. I think it's like, why is Dubon getting these starts? But hey, Dubon can go out tonight, have a couple knocks, and we look dumb. So
yeah, the speaking of the American League, the Yankees coming into this week in their last like 43 games, they were 21-22. They lost a couple to Seattle, and the Astros have the best record in the American League right now by half a game. Yankees were off yesterday. Of course, the Astros won their sixth straight Silver Boot series against the Rangers. So now they're a half game ahead of the best record. So they've got, as of right now, clinched home field advantage. Continue. Des, how important do you think it is for the Astros to get home field advantage?
Yeah, I think it's always big. I mean, you don't want to play 4 games in New York if that's the ALCS. You went 4 games in Houston. I know a lot of people are like, well, the one seed has will have a tougher wild card and all that. And look, I hate the ALDS. I hate 5-game series. Variance is there. Like, I fucking hate ALDS games. But if you're trying to win a World Series, you need home field advantage. And to get there, you need to have 4 games in Houston during the American League Championship Series. So just win, get the 1 seed, let everything else fall in place. And you're going to play really good teams in October to begin with. And you're going to play teams that are hot. You're going to play teams that probably shouldn't be there, or teams that just limped in, or whatever the scenario is. Every team in there is going to have dudes. So get the 1 seed, control your destiny, and whatever happens, happens.
I'm going to have a take here. I don't even know if the Yankees are going to be able to make it to the ALCS.
Wow, that's a take. That's a take.
What? I mean, I don't think it is a take. They suck right now.
That's baseball, though. It's the dog days.
I mean, I agree with you, but look,
they're going on like a month and a half of 500 ball. That's a long time.
It's a long time. I don't think it's that crazy of a take.
I don't want to say something to get clipped.
Look,
I don't think it's that crazy of a take. I really don't.
I just, when you play the New York Yankees, if we do play them in the playoffs, just don't pitch to Aaron Judge. Let anyone else beat you.
Yeah.
Let anyone else beat you, and that happens, and you just tip your cap. But
what's the Josh? Can you look up? I know Aaron Judge at one point was striking out 29% of the time. You know, he can go 1 for 5 with a bomb, but 3 or 4 Ks. So what is their team strikeout percentage? I would like for you to look that up if you don't. That's why I don't think they strike out a lot. And they thought, you know, going and getting Frankie Montas was going to be like this big X factor, and they made these little moves. They lost Matt Carpenter for 6 to 8 weeks. I'm not saying the best 2 teams in the American League are definitely the Astros and the Yankees, but I could just see the Yankees getting upset in the ALDS. They continue to play like this. And again, I do know that it's the dog days of summer, but I don't know, man. They don't scare me. They never have. And yeah, they've been playing well, and Aaron Judge is hitting out of his mind, but they don't scare me at all.
I think in that scenario, that kind of scares me, because if they get beat, that means the team's really hot.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
But then again, in a 7-game series, I'd take the Astros over the field.
Right.
5 games always are just weird, and just I hate them. That's why I hope whoever playing the DS, we just sweep. I don't want to give them any chance to get a series in a game 4 or game 5, because then it just can get squirrely. But in a 7-gamer, I take the Astros versus the field. They're built with this pitching staff. I know everyone's freaking out about the offense, and if they score 10 runs, they're not going to score the next day. That's all plausible. But look, pitching and defense travels in October. We know that. We've been here. When you can trot out a rotation of Justin Verlander, Framber Valdez, and Lance McCullers in a 5-gamer, that makes a series really fucking short. And so that's not even talking about how every high leverage bullpen arm has been nails. That's not talking about a Christian Javier or Jose Urquidy or a Luis Garcia that have playoff innings and moments and moments that they've struggled in over the last few Octobers, and they're going to grow from that. And so that's a positive thing in my eyes, because you're like, okay, these guys have all been here. Everyone 1 through 9 have taken playoff at bats outside of Jeremy Pena, right? So I think there's this team's built to be in October. It's built for October, and I think we're gonna be celebrating come November. I really do.
Yeah. Speaking of Lance McCullers,
you like that take, producer Josh? You can clip that.
All right.
World Series.
Speaking of Lance McCullers, he's set to return tomorrow against the Oakland Athletics. That's a good side to see. I thought it might be a little bit longer. I thought it'd be a couple weeks from now, but obviously he's been ready to go. He's said it a couple times to the media that he's been feeling healthy for a while now, going through his whole rehab process. What do you expect from him, Dez, against the A's?
I expect some bumps and bruises and getting back in the swing of things. I'm not expecting Lance McCullers to go out there and throw a complete game shutout and strike out 20 guys. Like that's not what we need. Just keep building up, keep getting the shape of his pitches that he wants back. Keep getting the stamina up. Just keep building on it. So when October does come, we know what Lance is capable of. We've seen it time and time again. He's a big game pitcher. He's a playoff dog. Like, that's all I want to see. I just want to see the continue being build up. I don't care if his ERA is at 25. Like, just spin it up, get the shape of the pitches he wants, and everything geared up for October. Against Oakland's been a thorn in our side. It'd be great if he goes a solid 5 and keeps them at bay and the offense comes alive.
the shape of pitches. It's still trying to figure that out. Like,
it's like
what Ryan
it's like
Stanek told us.
Square, yeah. Geometry, yeah, it's a shape.
Yeah. Still trying to figure that whole thing out. I do like that we learned some new lingo, a top rail fastball. Been using that quite a bit since Ryan Stanek joined the show.
Yeah, I still don't know the literal definition of that.
Yeah, I don't. It sounds good though. It sounds good. And then he talked
Okay, how about this?
A few things coming.
How about this? Circling back, Yankees have a 10-game lead on August. Today's the 12th.
Yep, today's
August 12th. By September, is that lead at over 5.5 or under 5.5?
I think it's over 5.5. I think it'll be over 5.5. I mean, who's gonna catch them? The Blue Jays.
Blue Jays are 10 back. Tampa's 12 back. Baltimore's 12.5.
Yeah. And what are the Red Sox? Like 14.5?
16.5.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Even worse.
See you later.
So if it's not the Yankees, who in the American League besides the Astros could make a run to get to the play or get to the World Series?
This is a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap.
Are you asking who might be a problem?
Yes. Do not say Seattle. I'm not hearing that anymore. Because I was heard that Seattle was a problem.
Seattle.
No, there's no way.
Dude.
No. Des, you've been saying it for like a year and a half, brother, and it's just not happening yet.
They're a problem.
No, they're not.
They're a problem. They're a problem.
Producer Josh, are they a problem?
Negative, sir. Negative.
Two guys in a movie guy. Two guys in one film. Are they a problem?
Nope.
You're out on an island. It's all right though.
Stupid take.
No! Wrap it up.
I didn't say anything the other day. I just think
so. Then
they're a problem.
Why are they a problem? How are they a problem?
Look, that team is just feisty, and it reminds me a lot of the 15 team. They have the pitchers, they have the bullpen. You make games short in October. It's a good recipe to have. It really is. Like,
what's the wild card looking like in the AL? Is it
Baltimore or Tampa, Baltimore, and Seattle are the three, I believe. So Toronto
right now,
Toronto, Seattle, and Tampa.
And Baltimore is a half game back.
Yeah.
Seattle's not even going to make the playoffs.
What? They're the number 2 wild.
Whoa.
Wow, that's a take.
Blue Jays will overcome.
Three teams make the wild card.
Oh, that's right. Damn it, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the only way they'll sneak in. I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot they changed that for this year.
Does Baltimore make it in?
I was about to say,
No.
does Minnesota make it in? Because Cleveland is now in first in the Central.
Ooh,
people forget that.
Even with 3 wild cards, only one Central team is going to go.
Correct. But does Minnesota catch Cleveland? And the White Sox are 3.5 back. That Central's going to get tight in that really bad division.
We'll
yeah,
see.
I think Toronto lacks pitching but has the bats. Tampa Bay is Tampa Bay. They could.
Yeah, who knows about that?
And they get Glass now back. Then we'll reevaluate that. Tampa in 5 games scares me. You're right. Seeing things.
Who, me? I was looking at the clock.
Oh, Baltimore's. I'm not. I mean, that'd be fun to see Baltimore in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But Seattle, pitching wins in October. Like, if Luis Castillo's a bona fide ace and he's pitching game 1, game 5, you just need one other guy to step up to win a game 2, game 3, or game 4. So, and the bullpen fucks. So I don't know.
Not.
The fact that everyone said no, that's wild. It's wild to me, but we can see. We don't have to make a mountain out of a molehill.
Stop saying that.
We can figure it out in September.
Does that even make sense? Making a mountain out of a molehill? So
yeah,
you
it's
turn a
something really
molehill
small. You're making really
into a
big.
mountain, right? Okay, yeah. I've never
Wait,
seen a
so-
molehill though. Don't know if I've seen a molehill before.
I haven't seen a mountain.
The other day at Big City Wings, this guy sat here and said, "In 5 against the Mariners, we lose, and I'm gonna have the last laugh. Everyone, I will have the last laugh." You did say that.
Is that verbatim?
That is taking out of context.
How many margaritas did you have?
Dude, I'm doing sober August, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you always do this. Stupid shit.
That is correct.
That is not what I said.
Des,
See,
could
this
you
is
please-
what I said.
Could you please stop touching the mic?
Yeah, that's
I'm
very
fixing it.
loud.
He broke it.
Des, there's a reason we have mics. We have mic stands.
Falling.
Put your
Okay.
hands down.
But it keeps falling.
Don't worry
Okay.
about it. You got no one next to you.
Dude, are you all right?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
You okay?
That
all right?
that was
Is everybody good on set? We okay?
yeah, we're good.
Okay. Put your hand down. Put your hand down.
This is what I said.
He's like fucking. He's from Talladega Nights. He's Ricky Bobby. He can't fucking-
This is what I said. We talked about 5-game series being weird, and I said a matchup against any of the wild card teams, Seattle's one that worries me because of their pitching. Like I just said. In a 7-gamer, I said we were better than everyone in the field. Now, then they brought up my tweet about saying Seattle's a problem, and I said, look, if I'm wrong, I'm right. Like if Seattle were to beat us, which I don't think, I would be right on the internet. So like playing like with house money with my takes over here.
Wait, how
We call
would
it
you
a
be?
hedge?
You'd be right, but wrong. Wait, wrong, but right on the internet.
Yeah, because like obviously we're Astro fans, but if Seattle were to beat us, then I would have been right saying that
Right.
Seattle was a problem.
Right, but they're not a problem.
In a 5-gamer, it's squirrely, but I panic. I panic over 5-game series. I do it every year. I did it against last year. I did it against Minnesota in 2020. I did it against in 19 against the Red Sox and 18 against whoever we played. Like it happens. It happens. We can just cut all this. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Michael Brantley.
Yeah, I was just going to say Michael Brantley out for the rest of the season, which I think we all kind of saw coming. Labral repair, arthroscopic labral repair on his right shoulder announced today, coming from James Click. Is Michael Brantley's career over?
With the Astros, yes. I don't think his baseball career is over. I think we all kind of knew something was up about a month ago, and it sucks hearing it today, but it's not like it happened last night and we got the news today, in the sense of like we've been kind of bolstered about this bad news coming down the pipeline. And so all in all, if this is it for Michael Brantley, because the labrum surgery is going to be a 10, 12 month type of thing. I mean, I think Jake Myers came back way quicker than everyone expected, and I think they rushed him back a tad. But if this is it for Michael Brantley, like, fuck, it was a hell of a ride. Like,
yeah,
the moments that he's been able to provide, being a constant bat. I mean, the dude rolls out of bed, like James Click said, and hits 300. Like, I can't. In the middle, he came to the Astros before the scandal broke, allegedly, and then re-signed with the Astros after the aftermath of that. And he's just been a constant force in this lineup, a great teammate. I think Berman interviewed Breggs and someone else in the locker room. That's all they talked about, just a good teammate. And so I think he's a unicorn in that sense, because he's one of the best hitters to be in the game the last 5 years, but also just a great teammate.
Yeah, one of the most consistent hitters, professional hitter, had massive plays for the Astros, especially in the playoffs. I mean, he just, like you said, he rolls out of bed and he just hits. I mean, quietly hitting 300 damn near every single year, set to hit free agency this offseason, so his contract was coming up. It sucks, man, because that solidifies your 2-hole, and now we kind of see where we are right now without Michael Brantley, and I think that's what leads to a lot of questioning the manager on the lineups because we don't have Michael Brantley in the 2-hole, which sucks.
Yeah, I would have Tucker in the 2-hole.
I do too. I always like a left-hander in the 2-hole. I would like to, I think that's a good call.
I said it during our spring training house that I thought Tucker was eventually going to push Brantley out of the 2-hole, not thinking that Brantley wasn't getting injured, but I like the passing of the torch in that sense of Tuck being in the 2-hole. I know Dusty doesn't like lefty, so it's tough, but you have Tucker being protected by a Jordan, or if Braggs floats from the 4 to the 3, like you're getting a lot of fastballs on the 2-hole.
Yeah.
And that's what Tuck fucks. Like that. Pause.
Why did you say that and then look directly at Noah?
Because he was laughing.
Because he's got a mustache now?
He's been watching a lot of Top Gun.
I call this the rooster. You know, like Miles Teller in the movie Top Gun.
Do that. Okay,
that's a wrap.
That's a great.
Oh, we're gonna end on that, calling it the rooster. Is that because it's cock or?
How do you? How do you? Before you get taken off the internet, any words to Arlington and losing the silver boot 6 times in a row?
6 times in a row. Change your fucking name because you're not the Texas Rangers. You're the Arlington Rangers. You suck.
Wow.
Never thought about that. That's some bullshit. That they get called the Texas Rangers.
Right? You don't represent the whole state.
Yeah.
Why aren't they called the Texas Cowboys? Why are they only the Dallas Cowboys? They suck too.
Yeah. Well, I think Brian, you have officially declared war on Southern Oklahoma.
Yeah. So, see, exactly.
There it is.
Southern Oklahoma. There it is. I mean, they spent all that money, and what was Lil Bro? How many wins did he have them having? Like 95 or 8 or something?
He said 90.
Like that?
He said 90.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Arlington Rangers. Better luck next year.
Not good. Can you imagine spending $500 million and not getting out of the cellar? That's amazing. It's
$500,000 and they just boot baseballs around.
$500 million they spent in 48 hours. And I mean, granted, the individual players are probably playing up to that kind of worth, but you can't do it. Look at your team.
Maybe don't spend $500 million on 2 players and instead spread it out.
Yeah, handcuff that franchise. It's all right though. Good.
It's all right.
They were like, oh, the Angels are great. Let's follow their model.
Yeah. See how well that's working out, huh?
Oh boy. What an episode.
All right,
let's gonna do it though. Okay. All right, Dad.
No, dude. All right, Dad.
Damn, dude. Why don't you wrap it up?
Why don't you?
That's gonna do it for
all right, go ahead. No, sign off. No, sign off. Go ahead, Josh. Sign us off. I want to hear it from you.
See you later.
Peace.
Love you guys.